Well, a very good evening, everybody. And he can do it. He can spin round because he's no longer tethered at the ears. Welcome along to the Studio Rats Q&A Live number 284. My name's James Ivy.
I'm Paul Drew. What the hell are we doing here? What is this?
I ask myself that on a daily basis.
Why do we even bother?
Because we love it. That's why.
We do.
You are all very welcome along to our weekly takeover of the interwebs. I haven't heard from Vinny this week. I've heard from 40 or Phil, who said he'd be along later. I guess Vinny's back to the land of the being employed and doing an actual job and stuff. So
probably. Where are they? They're getting paid.
How very overrated. Having a job and a job of work.
Yes.
So I don't make the rules. I just enforce the rules and inflict the rules, perhaps. What have you been up to, Mr. Drew?
Been reviewing things. Did a review of the Rev D20 Mark II, came out yesterday.
Yeah,
did that. Things have been turning up. There's a review coming out tomorrow of that. That little Black Star IDX floor that I showed last week.
Yes.
Their little floorboard.
Mm-hmm.
So they do 3 different models of this. They do the one. It's all the same DSP in all the models. It's just as they go up, they've got more
pedals and stuff. Yeah.
And IO and all that sort of stuff. But all the same sounds inside it. Sounds brilliant. The mini one is like 160 quid. Wow. I think they could have, and the big one is 270 quid, something like that. I think they could have doubled the amount of money on that, because they sound. I mean, they're competing with things like the Boss ME90.
Right.
It's that sort of thing.
Cool.
Hand sort of, more sort of hands-on controls. And I've got to be honest, I preferred it to the ME90.
Wow.
It's really good.
Praise indeed.
Really good for them. Yeah, really good for the money. What about yourself?
I had a bit of a run of it last week. So I wanted to get all of the NAMM content out last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted to get the Marshall project finished off and basically signed. It's been signed off for weeks, but actually get it out the door and get it out, and everyone go, "Oh, that's really good." So spent probably a couple of days on the last Marshall video, the behind the scenes, which I was actually really pleased with how it came out. It was
I was really pleased with it. And then you think, oh, this is such a great video. This is gonna fly. It's funny, and then you just go, why do you bother? I'm just going to review gear because that's what people watch. It's just like you do something that is different and interesting and isn't just all about the gear that people moan, oh, I can't afford that, so why am I watching this?
Mm-hmm.
And all that sort of stuff. You do something that's interesting, or that we thought was interesting, and you did a good job on that. Well done.
Thank you. It was. There was a lot of footage, I'm sure you can appreciate. There was a lot of footage, but hats off to Gregoire for getting everything, and he had a shot list as long as your arm. I mean, it was long, and it made it a lot easier knowing full well that I had all the bits of the story to piece together. But what's interesting is I like Matt Armstrong's videos.
Me too.
Which are all doing up cars and stuff, and none of it. But none of his videos are less than, on the main channel, none of his videos are less than an hour.
No, that's true. That's true. But if you look at, I don't know if anyone knows who, if the viewers know who Matt Armstrong is, but as James said, he's got millions of subscribers now. I remember watching him when he had like 100,000 subscribers and he's just shot up. But anyway, you wonder how long, how many times people could be interested in, oh, it's another engine rebuild or another blah blah blah. It's the same with any sort of YouTube content.
It's another tube amp. It's another distortion pedal. But what I was referring to is his content is long. It's long form content. He's nearly making, he's making a 1-2 hour documentary every month. Now, agreed, it's not just him anymore, but it is long form content, and I think. Is 20 minutes in that kind of, it's not short form, it's not long form, space.
Yeah.
So
What did you see? What the? I mean, so for the viewers, if you've got a YouTube channel, you get told
where it knocks off and where people,
yeah, exactly like how much people watch the video. So let's have a quick look at that video. It said the average view duration was 6 minutes 27,
which
is
is exactly what everyone says. People have a viewer attention of 6 minutes. About 6 minutes. That's where you need to pitch your videos at.
Yeah.
Curious, but hey, I enjoyed it, and
I enjoyed it.
And if a few others of you did, then that's good. Other than that, I've just been a bit. So I wanted to get that all out of the way. This week has just been a bit. I've had no energy, and I've tidied up. I mean, it would. So I've got a buddy of mine coming over tomorrow to do quite a big video with me. So I've had to. Yeah, I've had to basically. I've moved all the amps.
Oh,
from
okay.
that side of the studio, so I can get another drum kit in, because I didn't want to have to take my drum kit down in its entirety.
Oh, okay.
So I've moved. So let me steer. Hang on a second. So there's a huge pile of amps
yeah.
that I've just brought around the corner, so I can get another drum kit in tomorrow. But that'll be a really good video. Hopefully, get that one out maybe Friday, depending on how brilliant Simon is. I'm sure he will be, and it will just be great. Depends how stupid I am, basically. And other than that, I've just been like, just not had any real energy, and I guess that's post NAMM come down. So
yeah, definitely, struggling the last couple of weeks.
But hey, shall we dive into some of those questions and stuff? I've got a couple of things I want to talk about at some point. Yeah, let's dive in. Boom.
Mr. Moxie, he says, is this picture promo for a new Marvel ensemble? Jivey hammers thing, Drew shreds things, Vinny chops, and 40-watt electrocutes. Someone in the chat will no doubt top this. What I mate. Yeah, I didn't see the. I think I've seen the picture.
It was a picture. I saw it. And I thought, got to use that.
Was it Phil or Vinny that did that?
I think Phil did it. I think.
Nice, good job, Phil.
It's really good. I like it.
Loving the Marvel promo, guy. Says Al. Al, congrats on your wife's good news, mate.
Yes, all good, mate. Well done.
Thomas Ross, greetings all. Greetings, Thomas Ross. All nice 4 lanterns from the Green Lantern comics. Hey, I wonder if we'll get more views because
that's kind of why I did it.
Right.
So there's a couple of things I've been experimenting with this week. So once I saw that Phil had done that image, I think Phil did it. I hope it was. If it was Vinny, I apologise. I think it was Phil. I've been playing with some sort of image generation stuff, some AI image generation stuff.
That was AI?
It was AI, yeah, believe it or not. I'm going, oh, this is really good. There's some, it's churning out some really impressive stuff. I am working out, though, that you have to be very specific. Right. Do this, make this size, this thing, do it like this sort of thing, But again, I was thinking, how much do we have to jazz up, the images, the whatevers every week to try and keep some retention, to try and get it out there to more people?
Well, you can see the numbers. So I can't see the numbers anymore for some reason because you've signed me out of it. But
you just haven't signed back into it.
Oh, maybe that's probably what it is. But you can see. Tell me if the numbers get larger than normal. Right, should we move on to the next one? Evening all, says JP. Evening JP. Hi fellas, says Offset. Hi Offset. Blind Man Gary. Hello all. Don't forget to hype, like, and subscribe. Cheers. Cheers, Blind Man Gary. Yes, it really does a massive favor. We don't monetize this show. So why do we do it?
Well, we do it for reasons that we can't talk about right now, but will become evident in the coming weeks.
No. We do it because we love it. We do it because it gives us a chance to connect to the community.
Yeah, if you like.
Leon, hello mate. He said evening, sir. I hope you're well. Vinny says he'll be on at half time. Good man.
Sweet.
Funky Bass, evening, Funky.
Now I saw this today and went.
JP got tickets this morning to see Eric Johnson in Holmfirth, the last of the summer wine land for UK viewers. Yes, Eric is playing opposite Sid's Cafe. That'd be awesome. We got Greg sent us a link to this. Where are they playing down our way?
Not so much Cliffs of Dover, more Cliffs of Yorkshire. Where is it? Hang on. Do hold.
If he's at Southampton, I'd probably go.
Mate, I'd give body parts to go. He is playing Wolverhampton, Frome, Islington. That's
Frome. That's fairly near me.
Yeah, Basingstoke, Southampton, the Brook.
Hey,
Northampton, Norwich. Norwich is easy for me. Holmfirth, Edinburgh, Sunderland, and Lytham Lower Pavilion. Lowther Pavilion. Sorry.
I think it's Eric Johnson. It's another level. You've got to go. You've got to make an effort. I think I might go to the what's the Southampton venue? I don't know all the venues in Southampton. The Brook. I know Lee.
Monday, 27th of July.
It's a Monday.
Monday,
Eric. Why didn't you check in with me about Monday? Yeah, okay. No, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's Eric Johnson, isn't it? You've got to go and
Northampton for me is not too bad.
I'm not going anywhere past Basingstoke. That's it.
Look, they are playing. He is playing Basingstoke. Let me get. I'm sure I've lost the page. Yeah, that would be amazing. I worship the ground that man walks on. So
yeah, that'd be nice to hear him play through those big amps.
Mm.
Hod, he said, "Good day, gents. Sold a couple of guitars and reverbs to get a new Shabbat built from Shabbat. Nice. Hod, can I recommend? Speak to Avi and say request a lightweight guitar because not all of Shabbat's are lightweight. So, but Avi will do a lightweight if you request it. And yes, I mean, you know, you'll have a lovely time. He builds some of the best guitars out there. So, yes, say hello from me. Altogeddon, good evening, rats. Give a thumbs up, folks. Cheers, Altogeddon. Yes, as we always say, give us a thumbs up.
That's really... Morph, isn't it?
Huh?
That's Morph.
Could be Chaz. Yes. I can't work it out. I can't. It's too small for me to tell. Was Chaz a bit lighter?
Chaz was grey. Morph was orange brown.
Morph brown, yeah.
My van is the same colour as Morph. It's orangey brown.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, this is my this is my favourite one so far today.
Did you guys review any new gear from there?
Yeah, we did quite a lot of videos at NAMM. I suppose nothing's. I haven't had anything arrive yet from NAMM.
No, I'm expecting something. Actually, it's out. So, has it been announced? Hold on. Let me double check.
JBL are sending me a bandbox solo and a bandbox trio, which I'm quite looking forward to videoing, to making some content of, and actually making some money at it. No offense to anybody, but because Lindsay L was featured in my video, she is getting the money of the 70-odd thousand views that video's now had.
Done well with that, haven't you?
She has.
Yeah. So I've got a Tone King Royalist coming.
Nice.
Tone King Royalist preamp.
Mm-hmm.
Should be arriving tomorrow, I think. But I don't know when the release date, but it's already been announced anyway. But that'll be done for the actual release, which I'm more looking forward to that because the Tone King period was really good, but I like a little bit more I think I've just worked out. I just like Marshall amps. I like Marshall style amplifiers.
Makes me laugh, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know, and yeah, I keep wanting to get into, Fender style amps or whatever, and I just can't get into them. So yes, I'm quite looking forward to that because it's more of a Marshall sort of flavour.
Cool.
I just like the way a Marshall. I like the way that a Marshall feels when you play through it. I like the instant reaction to things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't often get that from other amps.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny. Someone posted a comment on one of the old videos from your old studio where we had the DSL 100 out.
Wow. Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I had to have a quick look back and go, is this relevant? And I went, God, that amp sounded good. They were.
Did it really?
Yeah, sounded great.
Great.
So yes, we have done a lot of reviews from NAMM, but there's nothing actually landed from NAMM just yet.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Blind Man Gary, what do you guys think of the PRS Horsemeat overdrive pedal? I'm very much enjoying it at the moment. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's it's like a clone.
Worst thing about it is the name.
It's a terrible name. Terrible name. I don't like the form factor, but then I don't like a clone's form factor. Clone, but it's a classic, isn't it? I think the Horsemeat is still pretty big. There's no need for the enclosure to be that big, but yeah, it sounds good.
That's like a a proper fuzz face. They're huge. They do not need to be.
Ridiculous. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit on a board. It was designed for Hendrix to have it on the floor and next to the wah-wah pedal and a vibe. It's just stupid. Thomas Ross, my Kelly monitors will be here Friday. Looking forward to it. Nice one. Enjoy.
Just make sure the tweeters are at ear height. Don't be upset to turn them upside down, depending on how you have them mounted. Just make sure your tweeters are at ear level, and everything will be
lovely. JP, not sure about other venues, but Eric Johnson's Holmfirth gig tickets were person only. In person only.
In person only. You had to queue up to get them.
Oh shit! I'm not for that bollocks. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not driving all the way to Northampton just to get a couple of gigs to drive.
Yeah. As great as Eric Johnson is, I'm not going to. Yeah, no. JP, not sure about other.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Do you know what?
3?
And I'm like Ron Jeremy, and you could literally just keep playing me that, and I keep reading it out.
3, 2, 1.
Well done, Willie.
Willie.
Well done, Willie.
You don't mean Ron Jeremy, do you? Now that definitely needs to go in there.
There's a Freudian slip, isn't there? No, Ron
Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy. I'm sure they must have taken that name. My favourite actor. Don't knock Ron Jeremy. My favourite actor.
Oh dear! Now that's a genuine Freudian slip.
Yeah, very good.
Oh dear! It was the mention of Willie.
I've got a great Ron Jeremy story that someone told me. A guy that I was playing in a band with that used to. I can't tell it on the internet because it's so offensive. It would we'd lose subscribers and anyway.
I'll probably get the channel shut down.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
You can tell me when we're offline.
Yeah. Good evening, rats from a cold and rainy North Carolina. Good evening, wooden kimono.
I think that's
the name's changed. Who is that? Is that Daniel?
I think could be. Yeah, the guitar looks familiar.
Yeah. Wooden kimono.
I think that's the other thing about this time of year. We are well and truly into drab February, and it's like, ugh. I think that's the other thing that's not helping my energy levels.
What's that? The
weather and the drab greyness about.
Shit, yeah, England in February is the worst. It's wet and grey, and actually today was quite nice, but yeah,
The word, my favourite word for that sort of thing is dank.
yeah, thanks, good word.
Mm.
Guitar buddy, hello rats. I'm guitar nerd. I am a guitar nerd. I think it means, but sometimes I like to take a break from guitar. Listen to Madness videos. Always fun to watch. Great band. Yeah, Madness, awesome.
I've seen Madness a couple of times and just
I turn down my heating.
and musically great. You know what you're going to get. You know full well you're going to have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Bang my Friedman.
Is that a euphemism?
Just think what damage is on the floor at the moment because I've got the bag cut on the rack.
Your amp.
Fram. Hi rats. Any IK multimedia disclosures? I mean, I think he means.
Yep.
And is the Tonix pedal future proof? Plans to support an update. If there were anything we could talk about, we would. But obviously, if we know anything, we couldn't talk about it anyway. So, and if we did, we could get sued if there was something we weren't supposed to talk about.
So, yeah. Draw from that what you wish, because we ain't giving you anything. Even if we had anything to give. Which, yeah. Yes. Moving on.
And actually, we don't know anything. We don't actually know.
We don't. So.
Funky Bass. I just paid off my credit cards today. Nice.
Woohoo, well done.
Placing an order for a birth year and possibly birth month. Using my favorite bass. Pre-only ball. Leo Fender era. Wish me luck. Oh, nice one, Funky.
Very nice.
Great, yeah. Toby. He said, good evening, gents. Looking at a new 2x12 cab for a Silver Jubilee combo. It has all the impedance outputs. 4, 8, and 16 ohm. Is there any real tone difference in the cab of one impedance? What?
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say combo. It says Silver Jubilee Studio.
Oh, sorry. God, bloody hell. I see what you're saying. So you're saying, so the Silver Jubilee Studio has got 4, 8, and 16 ohm outputs.
Yeah.
Is there any tonal difference? Well, no, only that 4 ohms would be louder and 16 ohms would be quieter. I mean, I guess 4 ohms would probably let through more. I don't know, actually. Does it let through more? It's least resistance, isn't it?
It's least resistance.
So it probably let through. It probably. I actually wonder if it would feel different.
Probably more. I mean, we are talking. We are cork sniffing at this stage. I don't even think that legendary ears like Mr. Johnson have said things like, "I can hear the difference between 8 and 16 ohm speakers." I know there's the joke that he can hear the difference between a Duracell and an Eveready battery.
Well, he has said that.
Yes. But I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they can hear the difference between different impedances of speakers. The main reason for the difference in impedance is so you can stack more of them together, either in series or parallel. That's the main reason for it. So a single Marshall 100-watt head can drive two 16 ohm 4x12 cabs down to 8 ohms. That's why you do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Just go and get. I mean, if you want a 2x12, the chances are it's probably going to be an 8 ohm cab.
Yes. There are plenty of. I think by default, a Marshall 1960A or B cab is a 16 ohm cabinet.
Yeah, that's a 4x12. Yeah, 36, and a 1936, which is the 2x12,
is an 8 ohm cab.
It's an 8 ohm, but it's also stereo, so you can split it into two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two. But running stereo, I think is 8 ohms. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting right in the weeds, aren't we?
Wow. Yeah. I don't. There's not much in it. I wouldn't say there's enough in it. Just don't. If you're going to buy an 8 ohm cab, know that you can Series 2 8-ohm cabs down to 4 ohms, but no more than that. Don't drive any harder than that because you will break things.
You're making it too complicated. He just wants to buy one 2x12 cab. Just
8 ohms.
there you go. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just wherever it comes in, you'll be fine. Vincent, evening all. Do you think there'll be do you think that you would be as interested in new gear if not doing YouTube? That's a really good question.
I've always loved gear.
Yeah, I've always loved gear. Probably even more so, to be honest.
I think we get very cynical is probably the wrong word. Jade is probably the wrong word, but I think we are very fortunate to be sent gear as often as we are.
Yeah,
and I think the not having it makes you hungrier. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think possibly. I mean, I often do this. I speak without thinking. If I had a chance to really think about what I was going to say, I might not say what I'm going to say. But I think if you don't do our job, I think if you're saving up for something, you're really looking forward to getting something. It must be, you're really looking, and then it arrives and it's really exciting and it's all like that for us because, and we're really blessed by doing what we do, by doing gear reviews and being sent stuff and have the opportunity to play through stuff. But one thing turns up and it's great, you do a review of it, and then something else turns up, and then that has to take precedent of, that takes your brain power as opposed to still getting excited about what you've just reviewed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does to me. I mean, people, I won't say always say, but a lot of people these days say, you say everything's brilliant. And the truth is these days, most stuff is. Most stuff is great.
We don't say everything's brilliant. I think if you look at videos, if you look at our videos, I think you can tell when I'm not so keen on something. And sometimes I will say, sometimes I will say, I don't, this isn't for me.
You always know when Paul's had his mind changed because he normally says it in a video. The words, I was expecting to hate this.
Yeah.
Or,
say that means it's actually everything that we say. We are not bullshitters. We don't say we like things when we don't like things. But there's sometimes when you just go, do you know what? I'm not, because it might not be what I might not like, someone else might like. So you're being more factual about something as opposed to saying, I really love this. If I don't like something, someone else might really like it, but it's just not for me. Or it's not for James.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hod, thanks, mate. He said, thanks, Paul. We'll do on this about. Nice. Do you know what? There was I keep meaning to call Abby or send Abby a message because there was a green guitar at NAMM that he had, twin humbucker, that I really fancied, and I spoke to him about it, and I was thinking about buying it, and then I didn't, and then I keep meaning to give him a call, but then I'm thinking I probably can't afford it anyway. But anyway, but yes.
Boom.
Toby says, I think the short answer is no, hopefully. What's that?
As to can you hear, is there any benefit in 4.8 or 16 ohm?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the short answer is no. There is no.
Autogeddon just wanted to give a shout out to Al Gil-Safari for his interview with Dave Simpson. Really good video. Oh, cheers, Autogeddon. Yes, Al, I don't know if he's still watching, but Al sometimes watches the show. Yes, Al does a great. Al's channel's great. Go and check out Gear Safari. It's really good. Willie Hardmeat official. He said, I tried the horse meat pedal, but I clearly didn't like it. My mate said to me, why the long face?
Very good.
This is a good question. Rats, any views on mental health doing what you do? Any views on mental health doing what you do? Absolutely. I think everyone thinks that it must be amazing just as we were talking earlier about getting gear and stuff and then doing that, but it's quite stressful. And yes, I think everyone now probably suffers a little bit from mental health stuff.
I think that's the one thing about the. This is a Mike Thorntonism, the cottageization of the industry, and I don't just mean like pro audio, or I mean just YouTubing in general. It's a very, it's a solo thing. It's very isolatory. Now I'm lucky that I've got, fellow YouTubers and a studio channel partner in Paul that I can phone and we can chat and just shoot the breeze and stuff. And I think our Wednesday night show is our kind of water cooler moment. Everyone's just sort of taking 5 out to chill out and have a chat and catch up and stuff. But it is difficult, when you have down moments, when you're like, oh God, what do I do now? And your wife, spouse, significant other is out, and you're just left to it, and you have to create something. Now, I'm a great believer in inspiration strikes when it strikes. You can't force it.
Yeah,
you can't make it happen.
No.
But there are times when you want to just dial it in or phone it in, and you can't, because those videos are generally the ones that really bottom out.
Yeah.
And you don't want to put them out. So yeah, it is hard. I would always say if you can work as part of a team, even if it's an online team, do that. You don't have to be on the same channel. You have to, but have a group, have a Facebook group or whatever that you can chat with and just chime in on. The number of what's the word I'm looking for? The number of YouTube video titles that have been thrown around, and image ideas and thumbnail ideas that between you, me and Greg, and you, me and Alan, and Vinnie and Phil, that's where the good stuff comes from, not just from being an absolute genius on your own.
Yeah, and also going to places like NAMM and stuff helps, because you get to see people that you don't, you get to see people that are interested in the same stuff as you, because your mate down the road and stuff, even though it's great going out for beer with them, they're into football, you're into guitars and stuff. You can't really talk to them about that sort of stuff. So NAMM is really good, and Guitar Summit especially.
Yeah,
it's good just for hanging out with like-minded people. So it's I think that's the biggest recommendation of anyone that does this sort of stuff. Get out there and do the shows.
And speaking of people you want to hang out with, ladies and gentlemen, Ron Jeremy. No, it's Vinnie.
Oh, mate.
What's going on?
Oh, mate. See, we have to adjust your mic every time, right? Mic up a bit.
How's that?
Yeah. There you go.
I'm trying to denote where the marker is on the interface.
That's right, mate.
Trying to graph pencil every day.
Yeah, good.
New guitars?
Yes.
Wish you have. You put it in the group. Do you want to show everyone before?
Yeah.
We go on then. I've seen it. I know what it is.
Oh, look at that!
So is it light?
Yes.
Is it? Oh, good.
Yeah. It's light. This is the Memphis Les Paul.
Is it fatter than a normal Les Paul?
It's what?
It looks fatter.
It's fatter than a normal Les Paul.
It's a little bit thicker, probably by, I don't know, maybe 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
Thicker. Really resonant. It's loud, unplugged. And I was a little confused on some of the specs, but it is a maple neck. I'm sorry. It is a mahogany neck with a mahogany core.
Yeah.
Internally, they say it's made very close to a 335 with maple back, and this is one of those ones from the era of when they got into the rosewood debacle. So this is actually a baked maple fingerboard.
That's not rosewood.
Nope. They did a good job on this one, because I had another one from this era in a junior, and it looked pretty weird, but this one looks pretty legit.
That looks great.
But I was really surprised. I did this on a trade, and actually I traded the Ibanez Woody for this.
Straight swap.
Straight swap.
Wow.
I'd prefer that over the Woody.
Yeah. I mean, I was even looking at like resale value. You know, you're always going to win with the USA guitar over an Indonesian build. So anyway, I thought I was just going to flip this thing because I'm not like an F-hole person, but and I'm not really, because I don't like how big a 335 is or any of the other siblings in that range, in the ES range. But this, man, it feels like my Les Paul Jr. when I'm playing it. If I don't look down, you know what I mean? Other than the resonance coming out of the, you know, the chamber body. But I'm telling you what, the pickups sound great. This is a Super 57 in the bridge, never owned one, and a Classic 57 in the neck. So the Super 57 is a little hotter than the Classic 57, and it sounds killer. Really, this is a really good one. And the guy told me he never played it. He bought it and then decided not to play it. And sure enough, when I took the strings off and everything, it looked like it had the original strings, and there wasn't a mark on the fret wires at all. Nothing.
Wow.
Nice.
So I think it was good. I think it was a good trade out.
That's pretty.
Yeah. It's. I wonder if they did that because of the PRS. Forgotten the model number. You know,
yeah, it was the one that you had, right? At that one time.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about when I first saw this thing, and the idea came up for this trade deal. Was I thought about that Paul Reed Smith you had, and I thought that you were pretty somewhat pleased with that guitar. You know,
yeah, that's probably a guitar that I regret getting rid of, to be honest.
Yeah, this sounds great plugged in. I mean, holy cow, it sound really good. I was really impressed. I told my wife, I'm like, I think I'm actually going to keep this. I don't think I'm going to flip it.
Well, for the moment, anyway.
Yeah, you know,
this week.
Yeah, never take my word on that. But
yeah,
but
nice.
it's nice.
Nice.
Very cool.
And I just recently did, based on one of the members that popped in the feed last week, I did a video on guitar bridges and what guitar is probably better for a beginner, you know, hardware wise versus, you know, what could be more difficult. Because remember, we had the question about the Gem and the Paul Reed Smith. So I did a video on what I had in my collection of the different types of tremolos and what would be better to begin with and not. I don't think the video is going to do that well, but whatever. I did it anyway.
Paul's had enough already. You started talking about bridges.
Bridge, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I mean, the number of, when I've done rock schools and stuff, the number of kids who rock up with something that looks like it's got licensed by Floyd Rose, and you just go, you haven't got a hope in hell of keeping this in tune.
No. So I don't know. We'll see how the video does, but that's what I've been up to since getting back. Got that done, and then I might do another video soon about. I'm going to do another blue guitar video actually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great!
Yeah, because there seems to be a lot of stir up about that, and I think it's important. I think people are looking at it like it's like I told you, like a multi-effects processor, and that's not really what it is. You know, because you know, like I don't know if you've seen like well, you're on your video and mine. People are really pissed that the X isn't out yet. You know, and they're really bent, and people are making comments like, "Oh, it's by the time it comes out, it's too late." But you don't hear people saying that about like, "Oh, I have a JCM 800. Where's Marshall coming out with the new one?" You know, no one, because it's an amplifier. So I think people looking at it like it's in competition with Fractal and Quad Cortex and all that stuff, and it's not. It's not. That's not what it is.
Well, it is an amplifier, but it has got effects. So yeah. I guess at some point it's going to be outdated. You know, like the amplifier side of things, no, but the effects. I mean, I guess it depends on your view. Is have we reached the quality of effects that, you know, that's it now. You know, the reverbs are as good as they're going to get. If that's the case, then
we thought that in the 80s and 90s with SPX 990s and with you know, studio effects, we thought we'd reached the pinnacle then.
Right. I think five to 6 years, I think you're going to see like the budget entry level 300 units have effects as good as Fractals.
Yeah.
But what's Fractal going to have then? Atmos? Sorry, I had to do it. Sorry.
Don't say that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing at the moment. Is I've got a couple in at the moment of these effects processors that the things that always let the cheaper effects processors down for me are the reverbs. It's always like it's not going to sound as good as a fractal. But then you got to pay for if you want a fractal reverb, you got to pay that money.
Yeah,
but in a mix on a live stage in a room where the room reverb is reacting with the sound, is anyone gonna notice?
No, probably not.
I know that's the cynic in me. It's defending cheaper sounding processors, but 10 years ago we were all quite happy with reverb pedals and stuff, and I'm trying to think.
Yeah, maybe we didn't know any better, but still, you can pick up a Lexicon 224, and even though it comes from the early 80s, it still sounds crack.
And an SPX 990 has a sound to it, even though it's from 1980 something.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just whether you like that sound or not. Now, these days, we are blessed to have gorgeous 32-bit sampling and oversampling and yada, 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 and it all sounds amazing.
Yeah.
In 10 years' time, will we have 128-bit oversampling and it all sound incredible?
Yeah, but will it actually sound better? Will it sound better?
And will we look back on the FM3 or the Axe-FX 3 and go, oh, bless the Axe-FX 3, because we're on Axe-FX 200,
Yeah. It's stuff actually. It's because the stuff we've got now is so good. Will it actually get any better?
Yeah.
So going back to Thomas's, the Ampex and stuff. I mean, I don't know why Thomas isn't getting more sort of YouTubers involved with the testing.
that's what I was just going to say. I was hoping he would have said when we were out there that he was going to send us some beta units. This way we can kind of do some videos with them. You know what I mean? Get some sounds out just to kind of stir up, whoa, that helps him stir up sales, first of all, and to show everybody that it's working,
But no one knows more about it. Like we test this stuff every week. We test this stuff every week. The people you should be beta testing with are the the YouTubers, because you're literally comparing it against an Axe-FX, you're comparing it against the
every amp that you've got piled up behind you,
yeah, as opposed to these German beta testers. To me, when he said that, I was just like, who, what, who? There's plenty of YouTubers out there that you should be getting.
And I'm a big fan of the unit. I mean, I'll tell you what, I still think it's some of the best money I've spent on gear to date.
Yeah.
And that says a lot. Not because it's the best sounding amp in the universe. It's just, I don't know, just the simplicity of it and how it just sits on the board. And it's just, I don't know. And I like the tones that come out of it. And, what's cool is, what people don't get is like when you're there in front of that thing and Thomas is playing it, of course, and that guy can play a trash can, it would sound awesome. The way he gets that unit, he knows the in and outs of that unit more than anybody. Of course, he designed it, but he could turn it up to a certain volume and he gets it to feedback on itself, and he knows how to play it. You know what I mean? He knows how to work that thing, and he gets some killer tones, man.
He does. Thomas is great,
and the rest of us will do when we get a chance to play it.
Yeah.
Well, we've played it. We've played through it.
We have, but I mean, it's not. Even Thomas said this is not the 100%. When we played at Guitar Summit, it was like he said it's 99% there. It's not now. There's a production model out there. I haven't played it yet.
I thought the way it felt was
it feels great, and that's half of it these days, isn't it? It's the feel. It's not necessarily the sound. It's how it makes you feel and how it feels to play.
And honestly, I didn't think he really needed to put the effects in it. In my opinion, I think if he would have kept it just to the amps and keep the good effects loop, and then just let people put in what they want, buy a VP4 and run a VP4 in the effects loop. That's like awesome.
I could agree with that. Or maybe have a different unit, have a separate unit, like a VP, has Thomas's VP.
Oh, right. Like a guitar effects, something, effects one or something.
Yeah.
That would be a cool idea too.
That probably would have been.
Because like you were saying, it won't date itself then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it coming out.
Yes.
Questions then.
There we go.
Purposeful Bob Boyce. Good afternoon from sunny LA. Good afternoon, Purposeful Popois. Graham says Scotland in February is Orphy Dreech as well. Yes.
It's
Scotland's even-
Dreech.
But
I don't even know
Scotland in the summer is just pissing down with rain as well.
I have been to Scotland and the sun be out, but you know, it was for about 25 minutes.
The rare thing. Wendell, try northern Alberta, Canada in February can be minus 40 to minus 50 Celsius. Oh, dang.
That's chilly. Chilly.
Pretty nippy. Feb in LA is so cold, 68 degrees, inconceivable. Oh, bless you. LA sucks.
He's never been.
It was 23 degrees here by my house. It was 23 degrees here, Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's chilly for you. That's very chilly.
Super freezing here.
That's put a jumper on.
They even had snow in North Florida.
Wow.
Wow. Also, Geddon, yes, it's a bloody big morph. Awesome. Funky Bass, if you look at the frequency response charts on some speaker manufacturers, sites like Jensen, their 16 and 8 ohm speakers have different graphs. I would never hear any difference. That's interesting.
Mm.
Yeah. I guess it would make sense because it's got to let more.
I would say the lesser resistance lets more. So the lower the impedance lets more high frequencies through. That would be. That's what I would think. Whether I'm wrong on that, I'll. Yes.
I'm sure Phil knows when he turns when he can be bothered to turn up.
In the beginning, did somebody ask about the Studio Silver Jubilee and the 212 cab?
Yes.
Yeah, I had both, and the cab was good. I like the cab. So,
but the Silver Jubilee cab.
Yeah, the 212. Yeah, it was a good cab.
Nice. Al, cheers or again.
What's up, Al?
EJ can hear the difference between pit guards.
I love it.
I'm not even going to attempt that name. 8 is best. There we go. 8 is best. Get a 4 ohm 2x12 with 2 8 ohm speakers. Or better yet, one with 16 ohm jacks. No, just get whatever it comes with. Don't worry.
If it says on the back 8 ohm, go with that.
Go with that. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hollywood. Hi all. Everyone see JB bought Gary Moore's SLO 100. A lot of money. Oh yeah, I wonder what he paid for it.
I don't think it actually said the number at any point, but that would have been a lot of money, wouldn't it?
I think it's a shame it's left the UK.
Yeah.
Because it's, it's used to running at 240 volts, etc. Yeah, I mean, let me know what you reckon.
The thing is, though, it wasn't modded, was it? It was just a stock SLO.
I imagine, yeah, but back in those days, Mike Soldano was building them for. I don't think his one is modded. No.
So it would have been a similar. It was the same sort of era as Clapton had an SLO, was playing an SLO, and Knopfler, and the legends of that era.
Yeah.
If you could find an older one, that's going to sound. The person who made that thing sound like Gary Moore was Gary Moore.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. I think the new ones sound great. I think the best SLO we ever tried was the SLO 30. I prefer the 30 to the 100.
If I could find a 30, I'd snap it up tomorrow.
Well, there's 30 secondhand on for sale.
Yeah, just trying to find one at a halfway sensible price.
No, there's sensible price. There's sensible price SLO 30s at the moment.
That one we played in Toman was excellent, though, wasn't it?
Fantastic sounding amp.
2. Just 2.
Put on, Willie.
Just Fields.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm done.
It's fine. Just whatever it says on the cabinet, just go with it.
Hey.
Hello, mate. He said gear reviews. People focus too much on how it sounds. Things generally sound great these days. There's far more to consider: price, convenience, features, I/O, etc. Lee speaks the truth.
That's true.
I
watch one of those behind the scenes or whatever it is with Steve Lukather from a few
Yeah, yeah.
years back and was looking at his board, and there was nothing crazy on there, and the guy sounds awesome. So
Yeah.
He could plug it. He could plug a Squire Strat into a Sun Mustang amp, and you'd still know it was him.
mhm.
But he does run 2 Bogner Helios
Yeah,
in stereo. So
you me.
yeah,
But-
it's yes. Graham, enjoyed your recording Marshall vid. Cheers, Graham. When you're mixing guitars, have you got a default way you pan them and just adjust from there? In other words, any tips? No, I think it depends. I think it depends on how many guitars and. No, I don't think there's any specific way that I mix guitars. I think loads of people get a guitar and they just go hard pan left, hard pan right, and it just sounds shit because it's too far over.
Mm.
Yeah,
There's a place for those parts, and it's normally the acoustic rhythm guitar part that's so far back in the mix.
perfect. Yeah, something you want. Yeah, you want to get
out there.
Yeah, you lose focus when it's too far.
So interestingly, sorry, I messaged the boys this week saying, "Oh my god, I've just listened to Dire Straits' Money for Nothing album in Atmos," and
God,
the acoustic guitars were absolutely panned as hard left and hard right as you possibly can, but everything else was beautifully placed in the stereo picture. Look at Paul. Look at his face. Just go. I know he's saying words.
You have such an exciting face, and then Paul's got that I'm at the doctor's office waiting to be seen look.
That is why it works. Yin and yang.
yeah.
I would say for guitars, I would always say the thing that works with guitars is either go, keep it simple, or block them up. For me, as in, if you're gonna do big spreads, do a proper stereo spread, do double track everything, build it up, layer it up, or go absolutely the other way and keep it simple.
I don't think all guitars should be doubled. I definitely don't think all guitars.
That's what I mean. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Either block it up and make it fat and 80s, or keep it simple.
Yeah, I mean, if you double everything up and then pan everything, say 100% left and right or 30% left and right, and then you double up every single guitar part and it just does that. It's just a wall. It's not. You need interesting things going on in the different sides.
Yeah.
Danny Willie says, is Danny Sapko weird in real life? Danny Sapko weird?
He's northern.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I guess you could say yes then if he's
I wouldn't say he was weird. He was a really nice chap. He didn't strike me as weird. He was, quite, it's engaging and interesting and a nice person to have, a great person to hang with in the studio.
Yeah.
Which is 99% of the gig. When you're working on a session, 99% of your time is hanging around killing time.
Yeah.
Just the way it is.
Ben, he says, cheers, gents. Cheers, Ben. Graham says, I don't mind cold, Wendell. It overcasts skies and drabness. Yes, me too. Yeah, it's a grey, isn't it? It's the grey that is just.
Hank.
Now, Al says that dumble pedal is great. We'll send it down to you. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'd like to try it. The only. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Cheers, mate. Yeah, just when you're bored with it. But thanks, mate. Punky, do you still have time to compose your own music, or do killer demos kind of vampirize your creativity? No. The last song we did was the Marshall song. I mean, I used to my job used to be songwriting, so I got pretty bored with that. I'm not really into it anymore. So the last track we did was the Marshall video, which just come out. But yes, the old creative. I think doing gear reviews and stuff, it steps up the creative energy that you might need to write more songs. Maybe.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that. I mean, I enjoy doing the the gear videos, but I think I prefer doing that than songwriting. I had 2 different amp modeling plugins running in standalone at the same time. Genome plus THU, and now I'm getting even better high gain tones now. Nice. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's like having 2 amps, I guess. Having 2 of them running. Nice. Willie, I'm famed for my aim, so you better believe I'm right. I'm gonna be snookering you tonight. Snookering you tonight. Oh, big. Oh, was that John? Which was
John Virgo passed. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was he involved with that song?
Big Break. That's the theme to Big Break, wasn't it? With Jim Davidson.
Right. I can't remember.
So
Yeah.
anyone outside the UK,
Yeah.
this has just gone whoosh.
Yeah.
But no, Big Break was huge in the 90s.
Don't know. Anyway,
Saturday night prime time.
Rest in peace, John Virgo.
Indeed.
New guitar, Vinny. It's a Squire set up by Milehouse Studios. I'm sure Vinny knows who Milehouse is.
Yeah.
Vinny the Axe, Vinny the Legend. Love your stuff. There you go.
Oh,
nice.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
It's all good.
Fran, I'd love Paul to do his favorite lick of the month and Joe to do his favorite drum loop, bass lick, or keyboard progression. Is he a multi-talented musician? There you go.
Oh, I'm no keyboard player, so I'll stick to drums and bass and stuff. Maybe that's one for 300.
Yeah,
which is coming up, isn't it?
Yeah. Offset guitar. He said, I just bought a Mesa Boogie Studio 22 Plus. 22 watts, absolutely immaculate condition. Can't wait to get her picked up. This is a very mint example. Nice. God, but a Studio 22, it's got to be late 80s. Nice. I mean, if you can get I've had a Studio 22 and the rack preamp as well. Good amp. I got the mess with the nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Boom. There we go.
Yogi, fantastic guitar. I've got an ES Les Paul with a Bigsby, and it's every bit as versatile as an ES335. Congrats. That's interesting.
Thanks. Yeah, I was a little skeptical about it, honestly, but quite pleased. Surprising.
Has it got a block in it, Ben?
Yeah, supposedly the center block is mahogany in it.
Oh, okay, right. I was going to say, how'd you get a Bigsby on something?
It was very, very hard to find info on it because there's hardly any videos on it when it came out. That's a 2016. So, yeah, it's kind of an obscure kind of, I guess, thing. But I'm surprised it didn't take off, and they didn't make a lot of different color variations and stuff like that. Now there are some flame top versions that are more expensive, higher tier, and they're going for like $4,000 and up that I've seen.
Wow.
So.
Revival, it says effects did reach its peak in the 80s, 90s with the SPX 990, etc. Just saying.
This is from a man who loves his rack effects, though.
Yeah. Love ES335 Yogi, beautiful guitars.
Yeah, they're chatting.
Yep. I'm away for a fart. Cheers, lads. Oh, enjoy, Willie. Squeeze one out for me too. Vincent, how would Universal Audio Line 68 Super Lead amp pedal stack up against the Blue Guitar Amp 1 for that Marshall sound? There's video. There we go. So, no, we can talk about this. We can talk about this.
We didn't do it.
We got sent it for review. I didn't like it. Did not like that audio line, the Universal Audio Line 68 at all. The Blue Guitar amp sounds awesome.
I struggled to make a good noise out of it. I ended up using it on the wet dry and the wet dry wet video because I ended up not using its cab simulation or any the speaker simulation. And as a drive pedal, it was fine. But other than that, no.
Did not like that pedal. Toby says, sorry, let's start a speaker home spamming session. Boss GT1000. What, the actual Boss G? He said, why are people not talking more about NAMM sounds? Why? They sound amazing.
It's because it's an absolute cluster. You know what to make them.
It's a shit show. Yeah, it's not designed, and until they come out with something that makes it.
If they come out with a GUI or a proper user interface for it, but it is an absolute. I've done a lot of research into it, and I am running to the hills.
Oh god,
away from that stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking of running to the hills, ladies and gentlemen, it's 40 Watt Phil.
I was
finally.
told that y'all were lethargic and needed some livening up, so I am showing up to fix this ish.
Oh, how nice!
I'm juicing up with my Go Juice, little Monster Energy.
Oh god,
We are ready to lose our minds, right? How's everybody?
Good. How you doing? Phil?
I'm good. I was trying to catch up on the live stream from last week when I had to deuce out. Yeah, you know, I got a podcast to run here, and like everybody keeps trying to schedule on Wednesdays now. So
just say, oi, guitarists. No.
No. Well, let's talk about no for guitarists here real quick. I posted my I did a chat with the guys over at Sontronics Microphones and posted it today. Guitar Nerd, I mean, y'all on Guitar Nerd Studio Rats, please go click that video because no one on my guitar podcast channel wants to hear about microphones. That video is dead.
love me a microphone. You know that.
I know, I do too. And I loved the guys over at Sontronics. They were really rad. I had a great chat with them, but I knew that video was a little risky to record and put out on a guitar channel.
Which is why we have the second channel.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think I talked to you guys in the chat about this, but I've been thinking about like changing the name of the podcast or the YouTube channel to maybe reflect that it's not just a podcast. And then there's a part of me that's like, or do I just need to have a second channel that's the not podcast channel? But I don't, I've already not grown the podcast channel on YouTube, so I'm like, I don't, that's risky too.
That might be an idea to have a second channel. That might be an idea.
Yeah, it's something to think about at least, because then I'm not battling the 6 years of baggage of hour-long episodes that nobody's going to go back and watch.
I mean, we've been told several times that doing a live stream on your main channel actually harms the channel.
100% does. 100% does. But at the same time, there's another additional caveat that I always like to think about. Y'all have been already pretty successful. How successful do you actually feel like you need to be?
25 million pound in the bank and £1 million a month for life.
Well, then you are on the wrong platform. They have this platform called OnlyFans.
wait.
Have you seen it?
No, I've not, but I hear.
I was trying. Well, you're the one who talked about Ron Jeremy earlier.
What did I walk into?
I don't even know what happened. But Jivey's got nice hair. You might be onto something.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's hair channel. How are your feet, Jivey? How are your feet?
My feet?
Yeah. You can, oh my! Please tell me you know that is an area of.
I see. I was like,
yeah.
I know we did a lot of miles.
Not how tired your feet are, although that could play into this.
I also
Paul will tell you that nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see my feet. I mean, doctors, perhaps, medical professionals, but not. No.
I like how you follow.
They are honestly rotting. Rotting those things.
Anyway, so that's what I've got. That's all I've got.
I think you should go with 40 Watt Phil. I think that's the way forward. If I'm honest,
you know what's funny is I always refer to you as 40 Watt Phil.
Yeah.
It was a natural evolution. People just started doing it, and that's why I put it on my NAMM badge this year, because I was like, I may as well use it. And so I might think about changing just change the name of the channel, not actually changing anything I'm doing.
Right.
Just change the name.
I think it's more generalized. Then you could do whatever.
Yeah. Matter. I mean, I'm doing whatever's anyway. I just posted a video about microphones. So there's that.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
But I mean, that's entirely the reason we started the second channel. Because a guitar channel, you can get away with pedals, amps, and guitars, and every time we did anything else, it bombed.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense. Makes total sense.
I'm actually now considering a second tech channel, as a kind of roughly titled "All Things Immersive," because that way gets. There we go. Look at his face instantly going. Oh, God.
The color drains.
Yeah.
It just all fire dies.
Bright red and just goes.
Yeah, you know that scene in Wizard of Oz where they go from black and white to Technicolor? He just did the opposite.
I'm gonna have to come up with a second channel where I yell at kittens or something. I just shout at them.
Yeah,
maybe not Vinnie the axe, but Vinnie with an axe.
I'm sure that would get banned somehow.
Oh yeah, that would never fly. No. The yelling will work though.
Yelling at kittens.
It's like I wonder why nobody comes over for a live interview.
Yeah. My gosh. All right. So where are we? What are we talking about?
We are there. Go.
Fram, he said 10-inch speakers for guitars. Maybe you can demo a barefaced audio 10-inch cab, WGS and Celestion. My fave 1x10. I'd like to hear 2x10s and 4x10s.
4x10 was the Fender Super
Reverb and the Concert.
Right.
It's the best amp ever made.
Yeah,
Super Reverb.
Yeah,
Paul wants to say absolutely not.
No. I don't think I've ever played through one, but it's it's so big.
It is. It's huge. It's huge. It's inconvenient. I am 5'10" if I heel up just a little bit. And that means that where my arm hangs naturally, I have to lean to a side to pick up a Super Reverb. If you're 6'2", it's the perfect height where the handle is, because you just stand up and you're holding it. They really should have put handles on the side. It's 75 pounds. Wow. I don't know what that translates into kilos.
At least 75.
Yeah.
At least.
Oh, what is that in kilograms? 34 kilograms, a little over 34.
Way more than that.
Yeah,
they are stupid.
I've weighed mine. It doesn't weigh much more than that. It's around 75. It weighs about the same as an SVT head, so which I think is 75.
So I used to play in a band with a guy who played two of them,
as God intended.
Yeah, and he had two, and we mic'd the drums. We put the bass through the PA. We never mic'd him up.
Yeah, you don't need to, because they're also 4x10 open back, so you got as much sound going out the back for the rest of the band as you do out front.
Yeah.
They're the amp. What? Sorry.
I've had a few 210 cabs, and they sound pretty good. I had warehouse guitar speakers in a Magnatone 210 that sounded really good. Mm-hmm. I've had two warehouse guitar speakers, their 10-inch version of the Greenbacks in a semi-open back that sounded killer. And I got to play on a 210 one time that had two Eminence in there. It was I'm trying to think of the models. It was a mixed set in there. I think it was in their British series, or the Red Fang and something else. And sounded killer too. It sounds a little faster. I think the response is faster, and it doesn't have the low end bloat, but it's tighter.
Yeah, I think the low end sounds better in 10-inch speakers. They can get tubby. I mean, think about how many bass cabinets are 210 and 410.
Yeah,
they can do the low end thing. If I'm trying to understand the question. I think you're asking for speaker suggestions. I'll give you my 3 favorite 10-inch speakers. One entirely unattainable. One you may have to search for, but then one that's readily available that is amazing. The EV10 that is just unobtainium. If you can find them, they're $500 for one. But that's thanks Stevie Ray Vaughan for that. They also just did not make a lot of them like they did the 12-inch speaker, because a lot of the EV PA stuff had the EVM 12Ls in them. So there's a lot of those 12-inch speakers out there.
Yeah.
So second, actually probably my favorite is the 10-inch CTS speakers that Fender was using in the super reverbs in the late 60s. In the mid 60s, they used a lot of the ceramic ones. And then they moved to the Alnico CTS speakers. I love those. It's what's in my super reverb. It's my favorite. But you got to search for them. They don't go for crazy money, but they're hard to find outside of super reverbs. But obtainably, my favorite sold today, you can order it from, I don't know where you are, you can order it from Anderton's, or in the US, you can order Sweetwater, is the Celestion Gold 10-inch speaker. That is a spectacular sounding speaker.
And not silly money either.
No, it's not crazy money at all.
No, they're expensive. They're the expensive speaker out of the Celestians, though, aren't they?
But the 12 goes for a lot more. You're probably going to spend. It looks like in the US they go for about $215, which is a little expensive. But look on the used market. Get one already broken in, then you don't have to do all that anyway. So you can probably find one for $120 on the used market.
Do that.
Fran, your Marshall vid is phenomenal. Thank you. You need to break barriers regardless of view count. I salute you both. Thank you, mate.
Which is why we did it. Which is, I mean, Paul actually said to me, "Are we going to do this?" And I went, "Yes, I want to put it out because it'll be really good." And I didn't think it would be as good as it actually turned out to be. I'm really pleased with how it came out. So
yeah, it's just a shame. It's only had like 5,000 views. It's just, you know, it was.
I mean, normally 5,000 views on the other on my channel, I'll be well happy with.
Sure.
I think I have 10 videos total with 5,000 views or more, so I'd be ecstatic.
So the one I'm currently, I've said it already, but I'll say it Phil's on. The one I'm currently mourning is the fact that the JBL video we put out at NAMM has now had 75,000 views, and I can't monetize it because it's got her song on it.
Well,
so Lindsay, you're welcome.
you should have put out a reel for groove things. That's all I'm saying. If you'd have just done a video on groove things.
How many did you get? And how many?
I think last I looked on Instagram, it's up to 505,000 views.
Wow!
Great.
It's stupid.
Oh, awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's dumb.
You can stick that where you stick a groove.
Oh, man.
By the way, regarding my early question on the SLO, I think it was 19 grand. Just signed up and checked. So we're talking about Gary Moore's SLO.
Oh, yeah.
19 grand.
I mean, okay.
It's only, I mean, they are 3 and a bit new, aren't they?
Well, yeah, but that's okay. That's the new boutique amps distribution SLO. That's not the Mike Soldano built SLO like Gary Moore's was. If you want a Mike Soldano built one, you're going to double that number.
Right.
And so then you're talking, this is the amp Gary Moore played.
Yeah.
So you're paying a little bit of a premium for Gary Moore's like DNA somewhere underneath the knobs.
Doesn't mean I'm going to be able to play like him, unfortunately.
No, but to me that's actually not crazy money. I
don't think it's that bad.
I have an amp that I was lucky enough to buy that though he didn't own it, he did tour it for 1 or 2 tours that Chris Cornell had on tour for a couple of tours. And I'm going to do a video on it eventually. I'm waiting. I bought it from RJ Ronquillo, who bought it from Brett Papa, and Brett Papa's who loaned it to Chris Cornell. I'm waiting to get that story on video so I can tell the story of that amp. I didn't pay crazy money for that, but there's another Chris Cornell owned amp that's going for something like they're trying to get like $193,000 for it. No way. There's no world.
I mean, Chris Cornell's a legend, but 100 odd grand for an amp, legend.
But,
I mean,
but if they were trying to sell it for 19 grand, I bet it'd sell.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
Yep.
And actually, 20K for a Gary Moore amp. Jeez, I mean, I think how much I paid for a Gary Moore Governor.
Right.
I didn't pay that much for it, realistically, but
it's a pedal versus like it's legendary amp plus legendary guitarist.
Yeah.
Dead legendary.
Yeah, exactly. He's not playing anymore.
No,
So-
no. So can you actually order from Soldano a Mike Soldano hand wired one, or
Not
No.
that I'm aware of.
No.
so it's basically you get the boutique amp version or you find an old one?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, fair. That still sounded phenomenal.
It did until they almost blew it up.
No, well,
Yeah.
yeah, but no, I mean, as in the SLO Paul had,
Oh yeah.
which
Right.
was and that say I think you're right. I still think the 30 was a much more
It's usable.
manageable.
Yeah, it's usable. But the 100, I think the new ones are great. I mean, I've never compared it. I played the old one, but I've never compared it against.
Yeah. My statement has nothing to do with the way it sounds. Zero to do with what it sounds. I'm talking about the psyche of guitarists.
Yeah.
They're
it's
the
like-
same ones who claim through-hole component is better than SMT when actually SMT has less noise. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And the Mark Sampson era matchless versus
The mattresses
blah, blah.
made today sound just as good as the ones during the Mark Sampson era. I don't care what anybody says. Anyone who says they can hear a difference, you're gonna have to prove it to me.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people, I think, because there's maybe more of them, the Paul Revere era Fenders
Mm-hmm.
don't go for stupid amount more money than the non.
Don't
One.
think it's weird, isn't it? I don't think Paul Rivera, even though he's a fantastic amp designer, they just
He
haven't
does-
got kudos.
Yeah, he doesn't have that rep. He doesn't have the rep that Sampson or Ken Fisher or
Yeah,
Mike Soldano had.
Yeah.
Even though he made great amps, I've had a lot of those 2 series, the Roman numeral 2 series.
Mhm.
I've had the Princeton Reverb 2, the Deluxe Reverb 2, the Twin Reverb 2, and I thought they sounded good. They had a drive channel that was okay, and I feel like that was the big change. They added this drive channel. It
Mhm.
was Fender trying to do Mesa,
yeah.
which was trying to do Fender but better. So
Yeah.
I don't know, it's this weird thing. They were great amps, but I don't think they were ever going to be until John Mayer starts playing a Twin Reverb 2 tomorrow or something.
So Greg's got a Deluxe Reverb 2,
Uh-huh.
which is a great amp, and I had the Fender Concert, the Rivera era Concert,
Yeah, Concert 2.
which was again, it was Mason who said that was the sleeper amp, wasn't it? Mason, I've kind of forgotten his surname. Yeah, so that was the sleeper Fender amp for him, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, got to get one of those. Found one, amazingly. Actually, I think it found me bizarrely, but yeah, occasionally those, but that name, as much as his own amps were incredible, some of the Rivera stuff, it doesn't do big numbers.
Doesn't
No.
carry. It doesn't carry the weight. It all comes down to, y'all, I know this is, sorry, I host a podcast, so I'm constantly talking to listeners, viewers. I know that we want to talk about that it's about the sound, but it's not. It's about beloved players playing the gear. That's always what it's been about. There are amazing sleeper amps. Everybody wants to talk about how amazing a builder Dumble. I'm gonna put 2 points together real quick. Everybody wants to talk about Dumble amps and what he did, and yes, I'm not taking anything away from that. I love Dumble style amps. We've had that conversation many times. Yet there's another thing where we talk about get super nerdy and like, oh, the transformers matter, and if it's not this kind of transformer, it's not wound to these specs, and the super matters. Dumble was pulling transformers out of Music Man amplifiers. That was his favorite transformer. But you hear people talk all about Dumble amps. Nobody gives 2 wits about Music Man amplifiers.
Yeah.
I had one. It was great. I had a 70s one. And it was phenomenal.
They're great amps.
Yeah.
They're great amps. Incidentally, by the way, I'm going to give away a secret because most of y'all are in the UK. It's great. I don't have to worry about the competition. Music Man amplifiers sometimes have those 10-inch EV speakers in them. So if you start hunting EV 10-inch speakers, make sure you look at every Music Man amplifier you see for sale. The amp itself will go for like $600, and the 2 speakers in it could sell for $800 by themselves.
Hey.
Mr. D, any news?
There's two bits. So let's
Pile on in, baby.
Let's.
While he's pulling those up, hit the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed for some reason.
Are we in? Tell
We
me when
are in. We're in.
So these, I mean, literally, it's really quiet week because NAMM and stuff.
NAMM happened.
Right. So I want to get people's opinion. So Court have just come out with these. It's a G290 modern, high performance HSS. I've got a. So you go, oh, looks pretty good. Looks like it's got like a blah blah blah. Yeah, that is as ugly as sin.
It's kind of halfway between a Strat
It's trying
and
to be.
a Jag.
It looks like a mini guitar.
Yeah,
It's
the
something
headstock.
weird about
Yeah,
it.
it does, doesn't it? The headstock looks enormous by comparison to the body.
It looks weird.
It's
much
slightly. It's
How much
slightly
are they?
offset.
Because I'm going to tell you, I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
There you go. It's 500, 595.
Oh, let's go. That's perfect. No, I love it. I'm in. I'm
Yeah?
in. Yeah, I like it. It's the perfect amount of shifting a Strat into like modern shredder territory without getting all the way there.
It's completely offset, isn't it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's actually offset.
Yeah, I think that's what's messing me up.
It is.
The headstock looks a bit kind of. If I said it looks like a nose, it looks like
Yeah, I think if you saw this in a different context,
Well, yeah,
like you actually saw somebody playing it.
Is there another picture of it? Because you know what, when they shot that picture, God knows what lens they used when they shot it. And I've seen some really stupidity in what you call professional photography. And I wonder what it looks like in
on
person.
any other angle other than square.
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Right.
it might be leaning slightly forward, and they might have used like a wide angle lens, and that would look ridiculous.
So unfortunately, I'm at
See, 'cause
Atonement.
I'm looking at
That looks better.
the
That looks a
tuning
lot better.
tuning
It's the
keys
same
don't
picture.
look overly big or overly spaced apart. So the headstock, in theory, is not that big. I don't know. I don't know.
If Gonzo from the Muppets was a headstock,
I was gonna make a Gonzo reference.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what, man? Even though it's got the Fraggle nose headstock, it doesn't look as bad as a G&L.
no,
Hey,
you're right. Or,
no, you're not wrong
dare I
there.
say it, doesn't look as bad as a James Tyler.
Oh my god! Okay, so U.S. price on these. This is the G250, right?
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Let's have a look.
290.
290. Okay, not the 250.
Yeah, no, it's a G290.
Let's see.
I
Let's
think
see what these.
the US price should be 595.
Yeah.
It's looking like it's a little more than that.
Okay.
They're coming in, at least on Reverb on the nude listings. They're coming in
Yeah.
at 749.
That's quite a difference.
That's getting up into I'm not as excited about it territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say if I had to have one, it'd be the pink one, just
Yeah.
because at least it's not quite such a color.
They do the 250, which is what I was looking at. They do a 250 SE in olive drab that looks killer.
Nice.
Anything that's called drab, I'm sorry, no.
It's army green. It's army
I
green.
like olive drab. That's a good
Me
No,
too.
but it's February. It's drab. Anything drab is not a February thing.
You live in the UK, everything's drab.
True. Okay, and lastly, the new. I mean, you know,
Slow news week.
Yeah.
yeah, it is. Yeah, but these, this.
Oh, I don't mind that. That bottom one looks interesting. That with
Yeah.
the big on it looks great.
I like what's it? Is that like a Tele hybrid from Yamaha?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it,
a-
I
yeah.
think I saw.
Pacifica telly shape. It's their
Now,
Pacifica.
I've owned some Pacificas from back in the 90s and late 80s, and
Pacifica.
the necks were made by Warmoth, and I had a 912, an 821R, and a couple of 512s or 612s, and they were built really well. They had a unique bolt up. They had two
Mhm.
metal bands that went across instead of a four.
Yeah,
four-
I remember that. Yeah.
Those guitars, if you can find them in good shape, those guitars are fantastic.
Although I do like the fact that it's got a humbucker in the neck. I think that's great.
Yeah,
I don't get on with that. I don't understand single coil in the bridge, humbucker in the neck. That doesn't work.
Oh,
for me.
that's great for me.
No,
but it's not just single coil in the bridge. It's Telecaster bridge pickup, which is its own animal.
it's a fair point.
I mean, it's the Keith Richards loadout, right?
Whatever color green that color green is fantastic.
Surf green. It's got surf
green, baby pink.
I have
yellow.
I have a minor nitpick about them. What's going on with the fretboard markers?
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I don't mind that. It's the pick guard for me.
Oh yeah.
That line is just like, oh god, no.
Oh, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah.
It's borderline brutalist. Yeah. Like you got all the Art Nouveau curves on the upper side and the brutalist.
Yeah. It's a fair point. So that's it.
Wow.
I'm out.
Okay.
Where are
we? We are here. Go.
He said, Al says, hang on, I heard the word northern is true.
What's up, Al?
I mean, when we did the Marshall shoot, we had Greg with us, who is equally northern. So we had a translator. It was great.
Al makes an appearance in my Sontronics video at the very end.
Good.
Well, it's just I was asking every like booth not interview, but like, what do you have? All that kind of thing. I asked him at the end, besides your own stuff, what's your favorite thing you've seen at NAMM? And the guys at Sontronics said hanging out with Al. So
hey, nice.
Look at that.
Nice.
Cool.
Jim Brosen, he says, I think a lot of music produced at Sound City was done in LCR, and that stuff sounds amazing. Yes. Yes.
There is something about limiting your choices. You can have it there, or there. Now, it has to be said, that's new Sound City. There's three eras of Sound City. There's pre-Neve, there's Neve, and now there's post-Neve, because Sound City has been opened up again as a vintage studio because the room is just, by some minor miracle, so good. And the console they've got in there now is an LCR console because they've gone right back to old school.
But an LCR, I don't. Yeah, but are they mixing there? Are they recording there?
Oh, probably not mixing. I wouldn't have thought.
That's it. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it?
But
which console was the one that Dave Grohl bought out of there?
That was the Neve.
The Neve, okay.
80.
Yeah, I mean, in a tracking studio, LCR, great. Stuff's not made with LCR anymore. So just in case anyone doesn't understand, that's left, center, right. So you either had it on the left, you had it in the middle, or you had it on the right.
And from a tracking point of view, it makes total sense because you want to concentrate on the vocal and the kick drum. Everything else.
Funky bass. Jensen P10R is a Fender bass from 410 speaker. Quite like it, but I much prefer 12-inch speakers for guitar.
The Jensen's good. It's to me, they are they're the beige of the 10-inch speaker world. It's fine. It sounds good. Does not sound bad. You're not going to be hindered by a Jensen P10, but they don't particularly excite me.
The baby Roland JC70 I've got down there has got twin 10s in it, and I don't normally like a 210.
Is it an old one?
It's an older one, yeah. I can't remember for the life of me what.
I thought they used JBLs originally. Am I wrong?
Possibly, I don't know. I think these are badged as Roland.
Oh, okay. So it's not an old one then.
But they sound great. But usually, for me, 10-inch speakers are something you run a bass through, and 12s are what you do with guitar. However, I have mic'd up 12 for bass and had some great noises. So, what do I know?
I love the sound. Actually, I love the sound of a mic'd up, low wattage 12-inch guitar for bass. Because when you mic it up, you get all the low end and it sounds right. And you don't have to turn it up crazy to get the harmonic content out of it.
And speaking of Sontronics mics, as we were and have been, and your video was probably on the new Zeta, which I did the I've done a video review for on TSI Driver Talks Tech. There's a plug.
Yeah.
Brilliant for bass cab. Absolutely
Yeah.
phenomenal mic for bass cab.
Yeah, they talked about their whole lineup. I want the Orpheus real bad. Real bad.
Great room mics.
Yeah.
Great room mics.
Rack Revival says, loved all the vids you guys did lately. Vinny, I totally agree with the beginner guitar video. Really enjoyed it. Nice.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
There you go.
What's up? Says Jimmy. All right, Jimmy. He says, since technology, especially when it comes to pedals, ages badly, isn't it better to look for cheap but professional quality gear? Will you make a show with this theme one day? So since technology, especially when it comes to pedals, ages badly. Well, is it just pedals, or are we talking about digital pedals?
It's funny when we talk about pedals. Now, there is a, and I'm going to do the quotes thing, boutique pedal thing going on. Loads of interesting graphics, and they look pretty, and they've got unobtainium diodes and whatever, yada yada yada. Now look down at Now look down at the pedal boards of Steve Lukather, Eric Johnson, all the legends. It's all stuff that is available.
I'll give you Luther.
It's off the shelf.
I'll give you Luther. I disagree with Johnson.
Well, maybe Eric Johnson, but certainly Lukather. It's Boss stuff. It's stuff that if he's in Tallahassee, wherever, he can go to a music shop and get it to replace it.
Yeah.
Or
Look at I watched the video where Andy Timmons was on Sweetwater.
Yeah,
he didn't have his pedal board, so they grabbed what he would normally use. Not modded Blues Driver and all that stuff. Sounded like $1 million, like he always does. Let
me counter argument here just a little bit, and here's going to be my counter. The sounds, the pedals those guys use on the road are not the pedals that they use in the studio when they record these sounds usually. And here's the difference. They're playing 200 shows a year in 150 different cities where they've got to have access to gear if it breaks. Joe Smith, that's playing at his local pub 3 times a year, can play whatever the hell he wants because he doesn't have to worry about the reliability of the road. You should get the thing you enjoy playing, because I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's no one right now watching this video who's doing a world tour where they need to replace gear on the fly.
That's true. That is true.
Buy the thing that sounds the best for you and makes you happy.
Right.
Now,
Joe, if you are watching this,
pedal I want.
you're Gary Moore amp.
Oh no! If you are doing world tours, come on my podcast. But I think the tricky language here is professional quality. What is professional quality?
Yeah,
it's generally, and I say this with all irony, if something says the word professional in the title, it usually isn't.
I mean, the Klon is definitely not professional. It is the Klon Centaur Professional Overdrive is the name of that pedal. But yeah, you're right. If something has to say it is something, it's usually not.
Yeah.
And I have two phrases that I am, I think, actually medically allergic to. When anyone uses the word technology to describe a thing. So it's got so-and-so ceramic technology. No, it's got ceramic in it. That's, or when someone says, oh, it's a professional, it makes my blood boil. Because usually in both cases, it's something that's been around for 30 years and it's not used by professionals.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll kind of side with Phil's counter argument actually, and just say buy whatever makes you happy and makes you play the guitar.
Yeah. That's what it amounts to. There's two arguments here, and if you are happy playing inexpensive gear, be happy playing inexpensive gear. I wish I had more inexpensive gear that actually made me happy. I've said many, many, many times, I wish I got excited playing a Helix or a Quad Cortex because I could save so much money.
He didn't say that, baby. Just calm down.
I wish they made me excited, but the real thing,
got pissed off.
usually there's these arguments, and it's usually people putting in their own bias into the argument. Almost always, the people who want to look at, the people touring cheap gear and sounding great use that to justify their desire to not spend as much money. There's nothing wrong with not spending that much money and still sounding great. You don't have to justify it. And the other side is also true. If you like expensive gear, play what you like and can afford to get. Don't try to justify it.
But I would say there's definitely a middle ground here.
Yeah.
And the middle ground for me is when I used to do the function band thing a lot. I'm doing it a bit more now than I was. There was a time when I was out 4 nights a week doing weddings and functions and events and stuff. If we had a Dep turn up and they turned up with a Squire Strat and some Frontline, a couple of Boss and some other pedals and some amp that I'd never heard of, I used to go, oh my God, it's going to be terrible. And very rarely was I wrong.
Yeah.
There have been times when people have turned up with an Ibanez Gem and a so-and-so, a VHT head and a 4x12, and I've gone, this is going to be great. And it wasn't. The only time in history where our keyboard player has said to me, play more notes. It's so when I gig now, I gig my old Yamaha Beach Custom kit, which is a great kit, but it isn't that SQ2, that Sonar SQ2. If I could afford to replace the Yamaha and buy an SQ2 for when I gig, I would do, because I want to go out and play make the best possible sound I can. But the Yamaha is good enough.
Yeah.
Right, we're ending. You're ending up doing 10-minute questions.
Yep. We gotta move.
Yeah, Phil.
I saw the look on Paul's face. I was like, oh, this is where we move faster.
Go. Right. Here we go.
Jim, do you think the new Blackstar FRFR speaker from NAMM will sound good with most modelers? I've got one here.
Do you mean this one?
Yes, it's really good. It's really good. It's not an FRFR speaker. So it hasn't got a tweeter in it for some reason. And it does sound really good. They do sound really, really good. Really impressive. So there you go.
There you go. Boom.
Nathan, he said, in the market for first Gibson Les Paul, just spotted the standard 50s in classic white. You guys seen this color combo?
Yeah, it's cool. I like the color combo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think it's got a cream binding on it. Looks good.
Yeah.
The word jive you're looking for is fustercluck.
That's the one. Yeah, that'll do.
Custer Fluck.
Yeah. We don't have to rush through it. We don't have to rush through every single question, but I think it's
Yeah.
But okay. Yogi, he said, got one of those flame top ES Les Pauls. I'll insure it. Yes.
Yeah, we talked about how expensive they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul, can you drive?
No, I can't.
You
Well,
can't.
let me.
Damn it.
You need a wee.
Yes, really badly.
See, old man shouldn't drink beer.
Yeah.
I know, but really, I've got to go in a minute.
Well,
You're gonna
find a question that takes more than 5 minutes, and we'll.
All right, go on.
Yeah, that's
Right.
fine. That's
Right.
fine. Yeah, we can do that second channel.
Right,
let's
second
find,
channel. Yes,
let's find
yes.
one, and then you can go for.
Drivey Talks Dirty.
Drivey Talks Dirty.
Yeah.
Very good. He's got feet.
Do you
Paul,
still
do you
use
still-
SV20?
No, I have not got an SV20 anymore. No, amps tend to be quite a rotational thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 40 watt Phil as a channel name. People like that.
Yeah.
Vinnie the Actor Murderer, crude.
Yeah, like that.
Do a channel called The Kitchen Sink. That's good. Yeah.
That is good.
Yeah,
I bet that exists.
probably.
The ADPBIM. He said, I've tried booking Eric Johnson in Norwich. The booking system is trying to charge for Craig Charles. Second time, man in the mirror. Like, oh, wow. That's weird.
Okay.
Blue pencil.
Right,
Question.
go. Talk.
There
Yep,
we go.
got
I'll
it.
take it really slowly. I'll have a So, question: I have a Bogner Goldfinger SL with matching 2x12. Love it, but heavy. Am I better off selling and buying a modeler or adding a mod? We've had this question, haven't we?
Yeah,
Didn't we have this
don't
question
sell that.
last week.
Yeah,
that,
I think so. I think you're asking it again. Don't
Yeah,
sell it.
Don't sell that. That's a great.
It wasn't last week. It was week before. It was before NAMM.
Yeah, you'll regret that, man. You'll regret
don't
that.
do it.
Just if you want a modeler, go buy a modeler. Save up for a modeler, and you can have that too. But don't you're gonna kick yourself in the rear end for that.
Yeah, I'm going to use a really poignant example since we don't have a driver anyway right now. I didn't send it to you guys because I wasn't going to bug y'all with it, but I saw a Facebook Marketplace ad the other day for a Line 6. What is it? HD is the Pod HD 500, whatever the last version they made, right?
Yeah.
The big floorboard. They made that thing well into the Helix existing.
Wow.
Like they crossed.
Yeah.
And it was secondhand being sold locally for $80. That's 80. And I sent that to a bunch of friends and I said, this is the fate of every single amp modeler. And that has nothing to do with the quality of it. It is a digital disposable product that one day will be superseded and the old version will lose all value whatsoever. It's not about how good it is. It's about that is throwaway tech. And so your Bogner Goldfinger will never be that. It will never be superseded. It will never lose value like that. Do not sell gear. And this is almost financial advice. Do not sell gear that holds value to buy gear that will be worth nothing in 15 years.
That's why I always used to trade amps for guitars because I know that the amp's got a shelf life, and if it's not one of those keepers like the Goldfinger, just Joe amp, whatever, for a guitar, the guitar is always going to be relevant. It is always going to be good.
Yep.
As long as it's taken care of.
Big believer in that. You're better off saving your money, selling something else that's also disposable that you just don't need to get them into the modeler space. I'm not a big fan of selling assets that will always have value for something that will not have value.
Yeah. I think I think the word here, he says he loves it.
Yeah.
So
That's got a effects loop, yes, in that one, Paul?
I think so. I mean, I haven't tried this. I had the Goldfinger. I can't remember what one. The SL was a super lead.
Yeah, and
I would put some choice
does have an effects loop. Yes,
I would put some choice pedals on that, or go get a VP4 and run it in the effects loop and just use it for your time-based effects. I'm sure it'd be awesome.
And also, you say it's heavy. How often are you moving it? Are you gigging? If you're gigging, that's a different conversation too. If you're not gigging, don't move it. Problem solved.
Yeah. I mean, I think as the guys say, go and buy a modeler. If you can afford to have both, I would have both.
Yeah.
There you go. There's timing.
Nekon, he says, Bad Cat Morgan SWAT. If you opted for a boutique amplifier, which would you happily give your hard-earned cash to?
Bad Cat.
Of those three, or in general?
Of those three.
Bad
Cat.
Bad Cat.
Funny, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? I'd say Bad Cat too.
Only because I've heard, and again, this is hearsay rather than experience. I've heard that Morgans are thirsty on valves.
Yeah.
Well, it's the AC30 circuit. That's why. That's
Right.
why it's yeah.
And I owned a Swart.
I think
I've never heard of them. So,
Vinny, actually, of all four of us, you might be the least likely person I thought would have owned a Swart because they are really cool. They're really small usually. I think they sound really cool, but I feel like they're more niche than like the Bad Cat. They have one of the best reverb tremolo combinations I've ever heard, though.
I had nothing but problems with the reverb.
Oh, that sucks because when it works, it sounds great.
Yeah. Other than that, the amp did sound phenomenal, but I think after hearing some of the, I've heard Bad Cats on videos and stuff, and and all that, but after hearing the Bad Cat in person at NAMM, if I had to go buy an amp right now, Paul, what was the model that we were listening to at NAMM?
You mean that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
the
off.
yeah,
And it was
Hopcat-
some guy,
Hopcat
some
mod-
older cat just doodling some heavy metal on it. He was older than me, just rocking out, and it sounded dope. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
However, if
Pretty
if aesthetics are a part of the deal, Morgan do nail it from a looks point of view.
I think Bad Cats look better personally. I love the way a Bad Cat looks.
Yeah,
I love them.
and I don't have any experience with the Morgan. I wanted a Morgan, their Nikon. I wanted a Morgan bad, and then I watched some videos of some people doing repairs on them, and I decided not to do it.
Oh, you watched Lyle at Psionic Audio too, didn't you?
Yeah.
For what it's worth, Lyle doesn't like most things.
Yeah, well, right. And when he gives praise to something, you're like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Because he's very like you said, opinionated on stuff.
Now
But
I'm gonna go to the restroom and y'all can go faster. So
Dave, he said I have a Mezza Nomad with 410s. It weighs a ton. That is
A
a
Nomad with 410s. Wow.
big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andersons have got a 4x10 boogie cab in at the moment.
Wow.
No, not Andersons. Peach have.
Okay.
Satrals 101, the 65 Scumbacks are just amazing, based on 1971 greenbacks. Oh, nice.
Okay.
I've heard good things about them.
Yeah. Rack Revival, totally off topic, but before I forget, please listen to the ending solo on Tim McGraw when she wakes up and finds me gone. 1:30 solo of Landau Let Loose is life changing. Oh, I will definitely check that out.
Defo. Yes.
Yeah, that's worth checking out. Good shout.
I think this is the same question. I think yes, it is.
It is. It's slightly different.
Same person. So
when trading refractal. No, yeah. So we've answered that, haven't we? Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Musical drumsticks, not chicken drumsticks. I don't know what's going on, but absolutely.
Yeah. I enjoy both.
I enjoy both.
I don't like eating anything off of bone.
Don't you?
Yeah.
It's very un-American of you.
It's I don't know. I like getting my hands all filthy. It's an OCD thing, maybe. I don't know.
Don't like ribs. I'm surprised.
Nah.
Americans, you love a rib, didn't you?
Yeah, but
Imagine you eating for breakfast just all day long.
All day long.
Ribs. He must. Phil, you love a rib, don't you? You love ribs.
You can't hear you.
You like ribs, don't you?
ribs, hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's American.
Hell yeah, I like ribs.
There's a gag about
Pork
having a phone
ribs,
in his
beef
hand,
ribs,
but-
doesn't matter. Dry rub, wet, Memphis, Kansas City, don't care.
Pigeon ribs, anything. Fish ribs.
Ostrich ribs, I'm sure those are good too.
Oh, I bet they're great. Yeah. Hollywood. At Phil, change the channel name and see how it goes for 3 months. If no growth, you can always change back the name.
Yeah.
Start a second channel. It's a good idea.
It's growing right now. I'm real happy with NAMM coverage is helping that, but also I'm doing a lot of shorts, so hopefully it doesn't annoy people.
Great.
But
Rack Revival and Bob Bradshaw said he's working on something for pedals to sound more like
wet, dry, wet. Yeah.
Rack gear together with Michael Nielsen. Is that something you'd be interested in? Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I would be.
cool.
Nice.
Walrus was considering asking Dave Friedman to put a bright cap
Walrus.
in my BE50 to make it sound more martially. Good idea.
You want to put a bright
Yeah.
cap in there? Most people are doing the opposite, even on their Marshalls.
Just put a tube screamer in front of it. Smash it with that. Problem solved.
Yeah. The thing is, if Dave Friedman hasn't put that in there,
There's a reason.
you don't need it. Dave
Yeah.
Friedman knows what he's doing. I'm offset. Offset. Holla, boys, says Nick 9T.
Holla.
Nick 9T. Amber, could you please review Cork KX500? Apparently they're exceptional. It's pretty unlikely, to be honest, I would say.
Generally, unless we want it, if we want it, we'll pay for it. But
Exactly.
generally, reviews, they send them to us, and I don't think Court are on our mailing list. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, even with that, it's not. Yes, it would have to be sent.
And also, you don't, because I don't, and I don't even do very many demos. I know y'all do a ton. You don't say yes to everything.
No, definitely not.
Unless you're skin, like I am.
Okay, live. He says, has anybody tried the Harley Benton ST Modern Plus Marco Asensio? Marco? You don't mean
those are words.
No, not Marco. We're talking about what's his name? James.
We're not talking about Carlos, are we?
Carlos. It's Carlos.
Yeah.
That's Vanaz.
You got such good stories about Carlos. No. Yes. No, we've never tried. No, haven't tried that.
We should get one. We should review Carlos's guitar. Send us one. That'd be hilarious.
I looked at them. I don't know this. I don't know what factory's building the Harley Benton stuff, but it looks like the same factory that's building the Donner stuff. I think it's the same factory.
I've got a Harley Benton. Yeah, I've got a Harley Benton Telecaster in my upstairs. And it's great. It's a great guitar.
We 2 years ago we went to Treppendorf for a couple of days and shot some stuff in the store.
The Toman shop.
Yeah, the Toman shop.
Oh, I thought that was something out of Harry Potter.
No. Treppendorf is where Treppendorf is the village where Toman are based.
Yeah, no.
James,
Toman is the place where the town of Treppendorf is based.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Actually more accurate.
Okay. Is this a story that's worth talking about? Because we've got 10 minutes.
It's literally going to be we tried some really great Harley Bentons.
Yeah.
And they're great. So why would this not be?
Yeah.
Al Gear Safari said, did you see that Casio Dimension Shifter gadget in NAMM? I missed it, but saw a video from another creator. It's kind of a B-bender gadget thingy, Bob. Yes. Yes, an expression pedal on a strap.
Yeah, you said the right word, though, gadget.
Yeah, I can't see. I mean,
it's plastic tabs attached to a plastic box that you're supposed to pull against with your guitar strap.
Poing!
Right.
It's a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't know Nick on who knows, but I'm surprised it hasn't been released. The information hasn't been released yet.
According to Mateus on social media, he told people stop speculating. He wasn't hunting anything. Whether that is just, he has to say something, or maybe he's really just separating so he can do what he wants.
Yeah, maybe he must have played. He must have played different stuff.
Yeah.
Here you are, boys. I've got a sleep amp nobody talks about. Carl's Bro Sherwood. I have one of them. 60R acoustic amp.
No.
Yes, I have. Brown.
I was about to say brown. Was
brown? Yes.
Why do they make acoustic amps brown?
And it was
because acoustic guitars are brown.
The Marshall stuff was brown.
Marshall stuff, the Roland stuff, the Fender stuff, all acoustic amps are brown. It's because acoustic guitars are brown. They're trying to match them.
Brown.
It's wood.
Rack Revival on Luke's pedal board. That's not totally true. He still uses 2 hardwired delays and reverbs that can chip on his board, for example. But yes, also stuff that's available like 2290.
The point, though, so those hardwired delays, they've become expensive. When they were released, they were not boutique expensive. They were Digitech.
Yeah,
they are Digitech. Yeah, so they've become sought after.
Right, that's what we're saying. It's just off the shelf stuff, and the guy sounds like $1 million all the time.
But it also proves my point. Gear doesn't become valuable because it sounds better. Gear becomes valuable because somebody plays it.
Yes. Yep.
One of my favorite pedals is my Blackstar HT Distortion X, says Vincent. Awesome.
Great.
Professional technology, stand back. Absolutely.
and we wonder why PMT, Professional Music Technology, went away. I know that they changed their name about 7 times since then, but
Terrible name. At Rec Revival, also, can I rant for a minute about import taxes? It's ridiculous at the moment. I bought a Rocktron adapter from GHS for €30 and add to that another €30 for shipping and additional custom costs. 20. Wow.
Yeah. And so you say he finishes later. One adapter is now almost thrice as expensive. Yeah.
Wow.
You should try importing a pillow from Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, you can just carry it home.
I know.
Or you should buy a watch that has jewels in the movement and see what you pay bringing that in.
Ugh.
I got hammered.
Wow. Blind Man Gary, don't GHS bring out something new recently? Didn't GHS bring out something
Oh,
new
yeah. They released the Morning Glory Clean.
Oh,
Morning
it's
Glory.
Morning Glory Clean. Well, they've always had a Morning Glory pedal.
Yeah.
I've owned
But
two of them. They're kind of
it's-
clean.
It's the morning. So the Morning Glory is a blues breaker. It's their blues breaker. The Clean takes away the foot switchable extra gain stage and adds in a clean blend, as I understand it. So
I'm gonna sell a completely transparent pedal. I'm gonna make, and
it's just going to be wires directly
It's two
connecting.
caps. Goes right, you know.
It's just called the talent pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you switch it on and hope the talent kicks in.
Leyland, he said, when someone says they can't tell the difference, I tell them they're very lucky that they cannot hear the difference yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes that's true.
Paul, what's your favorite gigging guitar and why is it an Ibanez AZ?
What's up, Cordy?
Cordy, boy. Hey, funny enough, I was digging out the video we did, John, at the Laney event. Yes. Yeah. You know why. Anyway,
It's all John's fault why I bought the K line.
Oh yeah.
It's the first time I heard one, I was like, man, that thing sounds really damn
He
good.
likes his K lines.
I love mine. I think it's fantastic. I have to say.
We played. Clive had a K-line, didn't he? K-line Strat, which we. Yeah. Great.
I think Clive bought it because of John as well. Graham, I play for drunk people every week, so my live gear is decent in that it lasts and sounds good, but it's not that expensive. Awesome.
That works.
Right, Graham.
Yeah. Playing for drunk people, at least they clap.
Jim
Sometimes.
says, but that's the point, Phil. You get a certain amount of excitement from the fact that the item is a luxury high price that less people can afford. You're right. I think it is. There is that.
100%. There is that.
Show off element about it.
When I tell people that the King of Tone is my favorite overdrive pedal, I know that there's some psychosomatic things because of how hard they are to obtain.
Yeah.
But then I also tell people that, remember, just because it's in your head doesn't mean it's not true, because everything's in our head.
Well, I always love those kind of challenges when if someone took the guts out of a real clon and put it into a Behringer clon box, could you tell? And would you go, I don't like this because it's in a Behringer box, even if it was the real thing?
I'm gonna say no, because just like the earlier comment said, someone says they can't hear the difference. It must be nice not to hear the difference yet. But there's the thing: there's a difference. It doesn't mean there's a better or worse.
Yeah,
there isn't always a better or worse.
I think there's been a lot of videos recently about blues drivers. You know, whose blues driver is the best, whose version of that drive plugin is the best.
Fight. Yeah.
Right, Revival, I don't know if you guys were pro-Brexit, but since then it's 20% import taxes on everything. Ridiculous. Such a sad thing. Guys so close to us geographically speaking. Yes, it sucks. We don't talk politics, but it sucks. Sigurdsson, even gents scored a great deal on on a 90s PV Classic 50 head this week. The only amp Dan Huff kept when he sold all of his rack gear. Really?
Yep. The PV Classic series is so good.
Interesting.
Just don't use the drive channel. I mean, it's fine, but don't use it.
Wall, Russ. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Love Studio Rats. But Seb and Paul said he didn't love the tone switch on the DSL.
Yeah, it was that tone. Yes, we both went put that back out again.
Yeah. Cheers, Walrus. That's very kind of you, mate.
Boom.
Jim, Paul, do you still put the cab sims on your modeler with the new Black Star speaker? So yes. Yeah, that's a good point, because I haven't tried it without. That's a good point, Jim. I haven't tried it without. I'll do that. I'll check it without.
Yeah.
Rack, he said, Sigurdsson, nice man. The match is also an amp he kept. I think the DC30.
Oh, Dan Huff.
Yeah. Great amp.
John, Mr. Cordy says, how is it taking bro this long to piss? Someone needs to pick at him.
I like to take my time, John. I don't like to rush these things.
I think it's talking about James. I think it's James.
Either way.
I'll be honest.
Come on.
Number one cut might have become a.
And
it's been a good live stream, gentlemen.
That's a whole nother sort of live stream.
You're like 5 years old. You think you need a wee and then you need a dump.
You were the one who started this. You started talking about Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. Dump about Rod. Sitting in the wheelchair. I've got an Ibanez Prestige S Slim model in the mail. It's gorgeous quilt top with a locking flown trim. Nice.
Very nice.
He said, sorry, just wanted to brag as my wife finds it impossible to fake any kind of interest.
There's a joke there, but we're all going to stand well back from it.
I have to stay back because my wife actually loves guitars, so she knows an awful lot. So
the same with my wife. I was driving to Indian Rocks one night to pick up that custom, and I'm on the phone with her going, what the hell is wrong with me? It's after work. It's dark. I'm driving like 2 hours to go pick up this guitar. I have a problem. And my wife's like, babe, relax. She's like, it's new guitar day. Chill out. It'll be good. And I'm like, she's keeper.
Keeper.
Yeah, defo.
Jim, I have a Morgan AC40 Deluxe and it's fabulous. And the amps and cabs are wrapped in this really cool texture. Yeah, I really like that. It almost reminds me of, I don't know if anyone would agree with me, but it's like barbecue placemats. They're like mats.
Yeah.
They're plasticky. I'm sure it's the same stuff.
You want to know what I really liked at NAMM this year? I really like that new blue tweed that Ashdown's using on their bass amps. Do you remember? I know we looked at the guitar amps, but on their bass amps, they're putting this blue tweed and this like blue and silver sparkle grill cloth on it. I think those look really classy.
Nice.
I have a huge cowhide rug that I don't use anymore, and I'm thinking about using that to do an amp head one time and to cover it with.
Yes, sir.
Extreme's drummer used to have a cowhide covered drum kit. I'm pretty.
A drummer did. I don't know if it was that drummer, but yes.
It was Extreme's drummer who did.
Chavez. Bartel just came out with a 3-watt amp that probably costs a fortune. How do his amps always sound superb? Now I'm considering busting people. I tried a Bartel. I didn't like it.
I like them a lot. I was talking to Mark through that build process. So for those of you that don't know, Mark Bartel is the guy who founded Tone King amplifiers. Oh. And so Tone King was his company. Then he sold it and started Bartel. I'm really happy with where that amp ended up because for a little while there, he was starting to throw like every possible option at it. Like there were some crazy things he was trying to answer like requests from people basically. And eventually it looks like he dialed back all the things. And I think he ended up creating a great sounding amp. I haven't gotten to play one yet though.
Cool.
Human ribs. Oh God.
I mean,
that's dark.
If I were a cannibal, I'm sure they'd taste great.
Isn't that film called The Menu?
Maybe, but I mean, pork ribs taste the same, so it's fine.
Yeah. John, he said, Mr. Cordy says, I've got KX500. You can check if you want, Paul. Thanks, mate.
Look at that.
That's very nice for you. Thanks, mate. Mark, he said, had some silly low offers and trying to sell a few amps. But like you guys said, a valve amp will never sound bad. As long as it's maintained.
Oh, we've tried some valve amps that are we've tried one valve out that was an absolute shocker.
That Behringer piece of shit.
Oh, that was nasty.
Are you sure it was actually valve and they didn't just have LEDs behind the tubes to make you think they were lighting up?
It did have LEDs as well. It was
It was nasty.
God.
Oh my god! But Bugera.
It was not.
Oh
nasty.
no. There was no. There's a Jungle Book reference that I'm trying to get in there because obviously Bagheera was the anyway.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Walrus, he said.
Yeah, I had that one already. Yeah.
Skip the next one.
Yeah,
There we go.
Oh, a K-Line fan. Oh, there's a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, John, you've done that company some good sales.
Yeah, I hope they're
that.
paying you. I mean, they're probably not. You probably actually. I mean, you do genuinely like them, but I doubt they're giving you money, and they should be.
Yeah, because I'm usually pretty hip to most of the boutique, lines of guitars that I've owned and all that stuff. But yeah, I didn't know K-Line until I think I saw one of his videos of him playing. I'm like, what the hell is that thing? That thing sounds great. That Strat.
Yeah, but John sounds great through anything.
Yeah,
that's true too.
Difford did 77. Phil.
The FUD.
Just to break your heart, I gave my father's 80s 130 watt PV Heritage with 2x12 Black Widows. I'm not going to carry that thing anywhere. I'm not doing theater good.
Oh,
gave it away.
Those things sound so good. I love those Black Widow speakers.
Oh my! Oh, just next to be telling me the PV Sheffields sound good.
They do. Shut your mouth.
We can go down two. We can go down two because we've done.
Yeah. We can.
I'm going to get a wall of PV bandits, kind of like Melmstein, just behind me.
I've already got two. I'm working on it.
John has worked out my
political affiliation. Yeah.
Political, Thanks for the offer, Paul, for the KX500.
Yeah.
Lol, he's been rumbled by the midstream surprise dump. I totally feel for you driving my NR1s coming on.
Yeah. That's age right there. That's age. That's what happens as you.
Wow.
Any of you not in your mid 40s, this is what you get to look forward to.
I'll take mid 40s, thanks.
Plus you guys don't eat a lot of White Castle over there, so you'll find out real quick.
It's that British cuisine, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic. You shit the car on the way home.
Hey, I love the way you do this. You Americans talk about British cuisine as if it's shit.
Oh, it is.
But listen, boys, this is your cuisine.
No, this is
known as some of the worst cuisine in the world.
No. Our fast food is.
Right?
Fast food's not American cuisine.
Yeah.
Well, what is American cuisine then?
Barbecue.
Yeah. Well, you could say that's African.
There's some roots there, but there's some roots in other places too, because America's such a melting pot that we appropriate everything equally. So
yes.
Miss Gordy said they're tiny. I don't think that they're in
K-Line. Look, every guitar company, if they want to be in this game for long, they need to put some money into advertising and having people play their stuff.
Yeah, and if
That's
you're
the way this
selling
works.
guitars, mate, if you just if instantly, if you just went, I'm getting rid of all my K lines, if they're selling guitars, you should be compensated.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because Cordy, you're so affiliated with the K lines because they're the thing you keep coming back to, and you've got enough of a following that if you suddenly said, I don't like these anymore, I'm not playing them anymore, they would actually take a hit. And it's in their interest to make sure that you are being covered. Yeah, I don't know anyone at K-Line. If I did, I would tell them to. But
boom.
Is the Black Spark speaker better than the Fender? I've never tried the Fender, so I wouldn't know, I'm afraid.
On Fender fronts, though, we do have a Tone Master Pro coming.
Well,
we do. I've confirmed it this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
On its way. Oh God, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No.
It's fine in a pinch. It's not good food. It's not good. It's fine. It's not good food. I'll never call it good food. Do I love it when I'm drunk? Yeah, I do. But
that's
very, very different.
Yeah, that's very different.
Come on, we need to get through these. Come on.
Yeah, we're there. Hang on. Yeah.
Yeah, in the UK, at least we don't consistently shit ourselves if we take away.
That's true.
That's true.
Totally agree. We're not defending that.
No, no.
John, I'm seeing you
I'll
in a
never
very
defend
different
our
light
bottom
now.
tier food here in the U.S. Never.
We intentionally food poison ourselves.
Well, we will do. We will
Yeah,
do.
We will. Yes.
Brady,
Yeah.
John, he said just one guy in a tech, but I couldn't strong arm them like that. You could, mate.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
you haven't got to strong arm them.
but don't strong arm them. It's just relationship. I think that I think there's something to be said there. But
They should appreciate what you've done for that company.
that's
That's
it.
what I think. Jim, I'm a Brit that's lived in America for over 12 years. Their take on British food comes from before the 90s. They have no idea of the revolution that's gone in the UK food. Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah,
we
it's
can't afford
not-
to get it over here because of Brexit. So
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You know, it's Brit food and British teeth. It's like the old. Yeah, that's the American joke, isn't it? Kayla and JC signature. Yeah, something like
Great.
that.
Yeah.
That's cool because
It
this
sell like
was,
hotcakes.
this was a Mike Zito guitar.
Mm.
I got it from him directly, actually.
Oh, nice.
I think
oh, look at that.
I don't know. I don't know if he stopped playing them because he signed a endorsement deal with Paul Reed Smith, but he had two of them, and I got one of them. So
Nice. Alice says, hang on, Phil. First you said PV Black Widow drivers are great, and now you're saying American cuisine is great. Text incoming.
American cuisine is great. American fast food is shit. It's fact that this isn't controversial, but American cuisine is
And
actually
your
amazing.
fearless leader survives on what? Fast
Oh
food?
yeah! Whoa!
you know how you guys go to the kebab shop, right? After you've had your long night of having a good time. Well, White Castle's kind of like that. So you know that you might crap the upholstery at some point in the evening. But it's okay. It's all in good fun.
I mean, we are talking. Look, if we want to do comparative, because we really shouldn't, because we're going to compare two imperialist nations to each other. But the national food of England is what?
Well, fish and chips or roast beef.
Or curry. I mean,
Yo,
right.
chicken tikka masala, probably.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's chicken tikka masala, an appropriated food from Indian cuisine.
No. Chicken tikka masala was invented in Bradford.
I know, but it's appropriated from Indian cuisine. It's a British take on Indian cuisine.
No, it wasn't a British take.
Izzard-
It wasn't a British
Eddie
take.
Izzard said that Britain stole a bunch of countries by using a cunning use of flags.
You have a flag.
It isn't a British take. It isn't a British take. The Indians came over, or the Pakistanis came over, and then they went, well, our food is not going to be palatable for the English, so we're gonna dumb it down.
Yeah.
And then hence that was built.
Yeah, they didn't want that Marmite in the jar. But
Oh, Mum,
Oh,
I wish I'd
no.
eaten Marmite. I love Marmite's delicious.
Right.
John says, "Oh, you got one of those," and he went to PRS, didn't he? That's ideal. That
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, I guess
I
that's-
brought from Italy. I brought
Uh,
best food I had in America was Mexican in Arizona.
yeah.
Well, Southern California Mexican food is next
Right.
level.
Some of the worst food, and I'm going to do this. Some of the worst food that I've ever had was eating off of. Have I done this? Eating in a van in Mexico, just over the border in Mexico, and then coming back, sitting on Malibu Beach wearing white jeans, meeting some girls. You can guess the rest.
Yeah.
The white jeans were white for long.
We've
Yeah.
been dancing with Mr. Brownstein.
Yeah, the English speaking boy was not quite as appealable after that. I can tell you.
All right, ladies.
Yeah. American cuisine is fast food.
No, it's
Oof.
not. No, it's
Okay.
not.
Okay, two more to go. Then we could
Yep,
then
two
we'll
more
go there.
done.
Can't believe no one has mentioned the Waffle House at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just take away the W. It's the awful house.
I only want to go there when I want to get in a fight, though. That's no, I love Waffle House. No lie.
I know chicken tikka was the most eaten dish in the UK not so long ago. Chicken tikka.
It's true. Sadly true.
No, you got to give me the FUD. You got to give me that one.
Yeah.
Go on then. Sorry, anyone that says American cuisine is not has never had soul food in the South, but it's July Blues. Nice.
I am from the Mississippi Delta and can confirm.
I think we need to open a Studio Rats channel for food.
Oh,
We would have way more subscribers.
No.
yeah. There's got to be a Studio Chomps, Studio Chat. I don't know.
Oh,
Studio Bites.
Studio Bites.
Rats in the Kitchen.
Oh,
That's a good one.
What am I gonna do?
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure to spend the evening with all you out there in the real world. Thanks for JNC for joining in this evening.
Yeah.
All the usual crew. Thanks to I have to do this carefully. 41 Phil. That way, Vinnie the X, my partner in crime and many other activities, Mr. Paul Drew, and myself. We'll see you next week for more live stream craziness. We'll hopefully be able to announce something that's coming up and is very exciting happening to all things TSR next week. But yeah, have a great one. Have some good gigs this weekend, everyone. Use plenty of expensive gear and some cheap stuff and make it
And
sound
protection.
yeah. Anyway, have a good one, everyone. Take care and good night.
Au revoir.
Take it easy.
Bye bye.